Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm gonna be doing another review. And this time around, I'm gonna be doing a review for Spy, the new Melissa McCarthy movie. So yeah, and this movie stars with Melissa McCarthy, Jude Law, Rose Byrne, and Jason Statham. So yeah, before I begin though, 10 seconds. Oh, and 50 cents, small cameo role. So yeah, before I begin though, 10 seconds spoiler warning as usual for those who have yet to actually watch this movie haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and come back here and watch the rest of this review. 10 seconds spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already, please don't comment down below. Be messaging me that never gave me fair warning because as usual I did. So yeah, basically in this movie you have this movie Spy. You have Melissa McCarthy, and she's basically like this Bucky, if you know what I mean. She's part of CIA, FBI, and she's basically like this. She's in, she is a secret agent in her own right, but she's more of a desk-bound agent. She does like more of the paperwork and the computer stuff, technician type of stuff. One day, the spy she's supposed to be taking care of, um, dies. He dies, and now basically the guy dies. Bradley Fine dies, portrayed by Jude Law. He supposedly dies, and now you have Rose Byrne who has this nuke, and she's basically going to sell it, and nuclear international trade and all that bullshit. So, she says that she knows everybody's identity in the who's a secret agent. She knows everybody's identity. They get Susan Cooper, who's Miss McCarthy. Since she's technically not a secret agent, or at least a field agent, they use her and now she becomes a field agent, and she now has to stop this nuclear bomb from exploding and wiping out half of humanity. So yeah, basically, after trailers, I thought this was gonna be your typical bullshit Melissa McCarthy movie. Gonna make fun of her weight. It was gonna be really dumb, and I was gonna hate it. Not the case. Really great. It's actually a pretty solid movie to say the least. It's actually a pretty good movie. It's very comedic in my opinion. It has actually some really comedic timings. Melissa McCarthy, she is a good comedic actress. I will have to say I do have to give her that. Despite the fact that most of the jokes in some of her previous movies does revolve around her weight. In this movie, she does have her weight jokes, but she also does have there are also other jokes, and in a sense, it is a bit satirical. Because it does make fun of other famous spy movies, I guess you could say, like James Bond, Jason Bourne, Mission Impossible, that type of stuff. I mean, even off the poster, you have her covered in gold, similar to like I believe the movie's Goldfinger or something like that, or Golden Finger, James Bond movie where the girl's covered out in gold. So it is pretty satirical in that sense, and it is very comedic. Jason Statham, he's hilarious in this film. Like everything he says, he's just overly serious. He says those most stupidest stuff, and it's just really serious, really comedic, and I really do like him for that. I mean, yeah, Jason Statham, he's a great action star, and here he has more of a comedic role. He has some action, but it's him just fading. It's pretty funny. And yeah, Jude Law. It turns out he's not dead. At the end of the movie, it turns out he's actually alive. Surprise, surprise, I guess. That was pretty good, and yeah, I mean, overall, it was a pretty good film. I mean, it was really well written, well acted. I mean, there are a few slow parts over here and there, and you kind of just run, okay, where's the next action scene, or where's the next comedy, or whatever. But overall, it's really funny in my opinion. I mean, because you also have this character, Susan Cooper, who goes from this like shy desk worker who wouldn't really say more than like 3 words in a day at the beginning of the movie to being one of the most badass female characters we've seen this year. Aside from like Scarlet Witch and Black Widow, which is probably one of the most badass females we've seen this year, because she goes from this like shy person, and then halfway through the movie she's just insulting Rose Byrne like left and right, calling her like Kim Kardashian or some bullshit like that. So I mean, that was a pretty funny scene, to say the least. That was actually a really hilarious scene. Oh my gosh. Or the plane scene, that was actually pretty good too. So yeah, she does hold up action wise. She does hold up against Jude Law and Jason Statham, who are also action stars. She does hold her weight. on that too. I'm not gonna say she's a good action star, but her scenes apparently she did them all herself. Very minimal stunt work, I guess you could say, stunt double work. And that was actually pretty impressive. And yeah, she does move. I guess it is pretty fun. Pretty good. I mean, just the one thing that really bugged me is really the ending of the movie where yeah, Jude Law's character, and he really never. I mean, in the beginning of the film, where when he's like talking to Melissa McCarthy's character through the earphone or whatever you want to call it. I mean, you really don't get the sense that he likes her. I mean, you get the sense that she likes him, but you feel like he's kind of annoyed by her, and then at the end of the film, all of a sudden he's in love with her or something like that. I thought that was pretty dumb. I mean, there are a few plot points that I think could have been taken out or just been could have been improved on. That's really my major issue. But aside from that, really fun film. Honestly, it actually does have an actual plot. Um, as I said before, I thought this was going to be some dumb movie. Melissa McCarthy's going to be in it. They somehow managed to drag Jason Statham into this bullshit, and now we have this. But again, it's actually a pretty solid movie. It's actually a pretty good spy movie. It's a pretty good thriller. It's a pretty good action movie, and again, it's also a pretty good comedy. So I really did like it for that. Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, will be the worst, 10 being best, and 6 being decent. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. It's a pretty good film. And yeah, that's basically it for now. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Aside from that, like the videos on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.